I don't know if this is something. Okay, do you know this guy Freud?
Who?
Freud, Sigmund Freud.
Sigmund Freud. Yes, I know
Sigmund
Sigmund Freud.
It's like the father of psychology. Okay, I'm
Okay.
not a psychologist.
No shit.
But he basically said that everything we do deep down is to have sex.
Yeah.
Everything.
No shit.
You go to the supermarket, that like the final goal is to have sex.
No, not
So-
at the supermarket.
That's like humanity's driving force.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I've been mixing for like 8 years now.
How much
Mhm.
pussy is it getting you?
I don't have to do the math to know that I'm failing.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah, I mean,
How good is mixing that we are doing it going against Sigmund Freud? Because
Wait a minute.
we are never going to.
So you're
Do you think
telling
that
me
someone-
that you're not getting lucky like I am with mixing? I mean, it's like being a rock star, man. What are you talking about?
Tell me what you're doing. Do you think that anybody got laid? I don't know if that's the way you say it. Talking about mixing or saying, "Hey, I mix, baby."
Gary Riddle. Yeah, he probably gets
Honestly.
some fucking puss from being a good mixer.
Honestly, it's probably like when somebody when they're very young and they see their first ventriloquist show and think, "Oh man, I want to be up on that stage doing that so I can get the women." That'll really get the women, you know?
No,
No.
ventriloquism is creepy.
Yeah, I
Even
don't.
mixing is creepy also. I don't know.
Pretty creepy.
Yeah. It's definitely not gonna get you laid.
Okay, but let me ask you this: how deep into a conversation with a stranger? How long do you wait? Okay, you knew and you know a new person. You meet a new person, right? Someone, and you never know, like a friend of a friend.
Mm.
How long into the conversation you tell them, okay, I like, what do you do for like, what is your hobby? I like mix flavorings, you know, for vaping. How long does it take you to go into that?
It takes me a while because I have a hard time explaining to people, even if I was to explain it well, what I do, they still are going to look at me like with glazed over eyes and think, well, what the fuck? You know? So a lot of times when people ask me what I do is I say that I sell intellectual property as it relates to the vape industry.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
That can get you like some action.
arrested. Oh yeah.
Hey, right, exactly.
Intellectual
Asha-
property. I'm going to use that.
Can
Yeah.
you turn your mic up a little bit, Nashev?
No, I can't.
Okay, well then, Folkart, can you
Should
turn
I
yours
turn
down
mine
a little
down?
bit? Yeah.
Sure.
Your mic is like way louder than Nashev's.
Sorry, I don't know why the
Okay, so
virtual cable is not working at all.
Mm,
how's that?
Perfect,
Is that
perfect.
better?
yeah, now you
okay.
guys are both the same. All right,
Okay.
so yeah, no, mixing is not gonna get anybody any fucking anything, any dick, any pussy, anything.
Yeah.
It's not the driving factor why I think people get into mixing. And if they do think that,
No, but even without seeking that, without looking for that, I don't think that is something that could ever be attracted to whatever your other part is. You know?
I don't know. I don't know about mixing. If you're into mixing, whether it you know you meet the ladies and get lucky, but coal builders,
Or the boys.
coal
Yeah, the
builders, I bet they do.
they get laid.
Eh,
Yeah. I mean,
Well, they are like
some of those
the-
pictures that they take are just awesome. You know?
but they
Yeah.
look more crafty. You know, maybe
Yeah.
that's why. It's more manly.
Yeah.
You're with metal, with wires.
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually so embarrassed by this. Like, um, yeah. If I was a coil builder, I might be like trying to sling some dick or something, maybe. But it's not really happening with the mixing stuff. I'm not really like fucking
With,
throwing it
with,
out there.
with people I don't know, our problem is bigger than the rest. I know it's not the problem. I mean, fuck it. I do whatever I like. But when they ask, it's okay, I mix flavorings. I do my own liquids. Okay, how's that? And then you start to go really deep into like how much do you do it? How professional you try to be with it. You have a fucking YouTube channel. You're
Yeah.
doing it with people from another country and all of that. It's like, okay, you are weird.
No, but you
Yeah.
are like a fucking okay. So everybody's got a groupie. So like there's like chemists. There's like chicks that want to bang like chemists or scientists and shit like that. Even like the nerdiest of nerdy shit. There's somebody buddy like they have a groupie.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
somebody who
Yeah.
wants to fuck anybody. You could make
Doing
wooden
something. Yeah.
yeah, you can make wooden statues, and then people are like, I want to fucking spread my legs to that dude. But for mixing, we don't have that. Like, there's no groupies for
No.
being a good mixer.
No.
No.
And
Not at all.
I gotta say, like, I'm so glad that there's not.
No, well, yes. It would be if this community is as it is, with all the good and bad, without that, if we had that, it would be like a drama.
I mean, there'd be a lot more reasons to put out better mixes. Like, we do kind of need it. It is actually like a necessary thing that, like, I don't know. Maybe we can post it somewhere, like Chatterbait or something like that. Maybe there's people that are into that.
Do you think
That's
Crazy
the
someone
only
Tinder-
category. That's the only category that you could post on there wouldn't get any views at all. At all.
I don't know, man. No, you're right.
Do you think it's someone in Tinder where in the description they have a mix? I do DIY e-liquids.
Can you imagine being like a
Fair
fucking like an e-liquid pimp? Like that's what you are
Wow.
at that point.
Yeah.
Because like, well, I don't know where I was going with that.
Okay, how are you
Okay.
guys?
I'm good.
Yeah, a fucking
guess.
great. Yeah. This is I'm just glad to be here, you know?
To be alive. I'm glad to
Yeah.
be alive.
Yeah. It's just
Did you get
it's
hit by a tree today?
no, but Wednesday.
Oh.
Almost.
Well, Wednesday is Friday.
Oh wait, shit. Today's Thursday.
He
Tuesday.
did get hit by a
Yes.
tree.
No, it was Tuesday. No, it was
The day
it was
we
a close
recorded.
it was a close call. Yeah, you couldn't tell though.
Eh,
Let's be honest. It could have happened any fucking day of the week, and you guys wouldn't be able to tell.
No,
do
you're right.
Do you say that like I'm super strong? You wouldn't notice, or I look like I am being hit by a tree all the time?
Yeah, my mental health is in the toilet. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not great.
None of us. None of us.
Dude, I'm just fucking, my mind is honestly still blown about that recipe. I mixed it twice. I don't want to talk about it yet, but I'm just saying I mixed it twice, and I still feel like I don't get it. I don't completely understand what's going on in that recipe, and I really hope other people mixed it up so then they can like tell us what they think.
You don't want to talk
But-
about it yet?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess we could. Do you want to talk about it right now?
Yeah.
Do you guys still have it?
Sure.
I don't have mine with me anymore. I already vaped the other 30 mil.
So I don't know if. I'm sorry, not Jeff. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say me too. I don't have it. I vape the first 20 we made of the last version. Then I made more and I vape it all. In the first one, I couldn't extend it the same than Max. In the second
Mhm.
one, I like relaxed. I went with the flow, you know,
Mhm.
and it was really enjoyable. Not knowing what I was vaping, not expecting anything from the liquid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a super interesting profile. I mean, we were actually going for a grapple. That's what we were going for.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
there's grape in it. There's apple. Well, we're going for a grapple gummy, right? And there's grape, there's apple, and there's gummy in it. And the only thing that actually comes out in that is the gummy. You can't pick out the apple at all. The grape is not really there, but it's something totally different. I don't have any left of the original version. I don't know if people know this in the chat. Some of them do because they're members. But we did an extended version of this
Mhm.
where we added some other stuff to the first recipe, the
Yeah.
original, and it changed it even more. It
yeah.
was just amazing how that base changes with just a few little additions to it. And none of them tasted like grapple. None of them.
Do you think that
Yeah.
is the base that is doing that?
I think it's the
Yeah, I mean,
combination of the grape soda and the apple gummy candy, and yeah, I think it's that combination. Something about it.
Really?
you what you do need when you vape this is start over. You re-wick because
Yeah.
when we were making it, I was getting hairspray because I had a custard on it, and I got nothing but like weird off notes, and eventually it started to kind of go away. But then like there were a couple times where I fucked up and I put another recipe on top of it, and I just got even more weird off notes. But it does kind of like it goes away. Like definitely vape it with like clean cotton, because otherwise you're gonna get a lot of weird stuff. It reminded me of the hairspray mix we made with Flavor West Beetlejuice, and
I
I
never
don't know
got
shit
that
what
in this one.
That was something
I
that was supposed to be grape too, right?
Yeah.
maybe.
Was it some kind of grape something? Supposed to be. It wasn't.
Yeah, but and also Max, I tried the one you made. You made me mix that
I
like
made you.
was
What, I put a gun to your
what
head?
kinda.
What, did I ship you a
Uh,
pipe bomb or something?
but okay, you told me to try, and I did voluntarily, kinda. Uh, and you didn't have that problem, and you had a candy, you had grape soda and apple in that one.
I'm
Yeah. So if people don't know, Max actually was the one who come up with the grapple idea first. We
Mhm.
just built around it and came up with grape meat, which I don't know why we named it that. You can't taste grape in it. But you want to talk about your original recipe that we based it off of?
yeah, maybe I can pull that up. Let me fucked it up. Okay, so they had like it was like 5%, 27 fish,
Mm-hmm.
like 1% of raspberry. And then I think I put FA Fuji in
No,
it and
raspberry.
no. Okay. I've
No.
done a few different versions of this.
Oh, okay.
There was one where we put um jammy berry in it. It
Yes,
just
that
felt
one.
like it needed something deeper, and then it had grape soda in it.
Yeah.
But I used the apple in it because Jerry fucked my mind up one day, and he told me that it tasted like Jolly Ranchers, and that's all I've ever tasted ever since. So I put FA Fuji in it because it seemed to like kick it up a little bit, and it felt like the right kind of thing for me to add to a grapple, I guess, like a candied, because
Yeah.
I always get a candy vibe from it.
Yours was a grapple or whatever.
Right? Yeah.
Ours is something different. It's weird.
So it's 5% 27 fish, 2% FA Fuji, 5% Flavor West grape soda. I had it a lot lower until you told me you can go higher.
Mhm.
and then 0.5% cap super sweet. I put blackcurrant in here. I've put black licorice in it before. I really like this as a base. And then like I'll throw like this is like my like strap on kind of thing, like, you know, where like Dave's made it to like put other stuff with it. This is kind of like mine. I like to just kind of play with this and then like, throw like one other thing with it. I don't know. It gets me where I want to be. It's just like one of my all day vapes. I never really had one
Yeah.
before, and I'm glad to say I have one now.
You
Dude,
know
like
what I would love to try the new grape from Wonder Flavors here.
yeah,
the
that one's weird.
Sour.
It smells super potent.
Yes,
Yeah, it
pungent.
does.
We
It's-
didn't
it
try that, did
smells-
we?
It smells kind
We
of
didn't have it.
tart,
Mm.
I think. Very sharp smelling. I haven't used it in the mix yet. So
Yeah,
let's talk about the grape me that we did and all the different notes that we got out of it. We only made one version of that in the public episode.
right.
Right.
Well, we got like in the beginning. What was the first thing we got, and then we ended up getting tangerine from it.
Well, you got hairspray, Max.
Yeah, I did get hairspray. That was the first
you
thing.
did.
I
and
got.
then I started getting something like an orange or a tangerine,
Right.
and then I
it
think
didn't.
that not you if you didn't, and
No.
then me mentioning it, I think, got into Max's what do you call that? What do you call it?
I don't know if that
Sensory-
I don't know if that applies here because I've never had anything like this
Okay.
before.
Okay, all right. Well, anyway, then he started tasting tangerine.
Yeah, and then I got pineapple.
Yeah, you
That-
said pineapple,
That's when
and
I
and
went.
started getting.
I went crazy with the pineapple, because when you said pineapple, I started tasting the pineapple and the citrus, both at the same
Yeah.
time. It depends
How
on
do you-
what the state of mind I had. I don't know.
How do you get pineapple in that mix? That makes no
Our-
sense to me.
I remember getting like some berry vibes, but the weirdest part is it doesn't taste like apple. It doesn't taste like grape. Like it tastes like dark, like grape. I've mixed a lot of this, and if you try, you can kind of taste that. But if you just vape it or like you hand it to somebody, they can't tell you what the fuck it is.
No.
It could be like 100 different things. If this would be one of the look how simple it is, but this would be one of the hardest things to clone from a commercial e-liquid. If you got this, you'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, there's got to be like
Impossible.
20 things in it.
There's tangerine in it. There's orange.
This is a
There's
Boba's
blackcurrant.
bounty of like, everybody would get something different. And it wouldn't be until like you like tell other people like, oh, I taste this and like, oh yeah, that's definitely in there. Because it actually, to me, it tasted like there was like FA Mandarin in it, or there was like some
Sweet.
Yeah.
Tangerine.
Yeah, it was a really weird. I would have never in 100 years would I guess that there's grape soda in it.
And I think
Yeah.
then after for the extended version, we tried some pineapples and some other tropical fruits,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
And
they were
that changed it again.
right.
I think Max started getting like melons. Well, both of us did.
Yeah,
In-
that was
in
one of the first
versions.
things I
Papaya.
think I got. Oh,
Papaya, one
papaya.
of them- yeah,
Yeah,
a good one.
because
Like it was like the last one I made. It was one of the extended versions, and it got me the vibe. I remember a naked liquid that was based on papaya. I don't remember which one. And it was that kind of papaya, sweet papaya. Super good.
Yeah,
I think
no,
this is the most transforming recipe that we've ever done.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
like you can add other stuff to this. Like I would add, I mean, of course I would, but the wild berry gummy, like add like 1% from the
Ooh.
wonder flavors. That would be great in here. I
Yeah.
almost get something like a blackberry in it, but it's like a bad one. Like it doesn't. I'm not like it's bad in the way that like you can't. There's nothing clear about it. It's just like it's almost like a drink, like a fruit punch kind of a thing, or like something
Yeah.
that Capri Sun would make. I don't know.
And you want something deep, like a Vape, blackberry, or like sweet currant or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, you could put that in there. I mean, I get something like along the lines of like a black currant or something like that. It's really
There
hard
was
to
a
tell.
there was a comment on the episode. I think somebody had mentioned maybe putting in some type of a bubblegum flavor in it. Y'all think that would
Yeah,
work?
I've read that. Yeah,
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
see that working because we were kind of going for a gummy anyway, and it does taste gummy.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, you really just got grape soda, apple gummy candy, and then sour gummy candy is more of like a additive. There's not really much fruit going on in there. It's something vaguely fruity, but not really. But
I
I don't
just
know.
realized, Max. Now we have to make a grapple. We didn't.
I like
we
the
need
one
to
I
do
made.
the actual thing.
I don't
yeah,
need to.
yeah, right.
Because
Right.
apple gummy candy to me it's great, but it needs help. If you were gonna try to make this better, I still would go with like something like FA Fuji, where to me it's still candied. I actually picked up Jungle Flavors Fuji, and that's more along the lines of something I like. It seems a lot more natural. Or sour apple from Flavora. That could really
Yes,
help out
yes.
apple gummy candy.
I love that apple.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, it can go either way. It can help boost a natural apple, or you could just throw it with a candy and it's going to be good. Green
Yeah,
apple hard
embrace the
candy could work, but it still has that hard candy kind of texture that isn't
Yeah.
going to work with apple gummy candy. You can
I don't
bend
think
it.
you can use. I don't think it's a good idea to use like fresh fruit with candy flavorings.
Yeah, because it ruins it makes it taste like Jello.
Yeah.
It makes it taste like Jello with like real fruit inside, which psychopaths make that. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, like you're trying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't. There's a lot of good stuff about apple gummy candy, but there's also a lot of stuff that's just missing, and I like it as a base. A lot of the Wonder Flavor stuff to me, it works. It gets you almost all the way there, and then you need something else from somebody to like really help it out. But yeah, I like this.
I think Slashy tried this one. He said it's like a handful of Skittles that you don't know what you're tasting.
The mixer,
Yeah.
Yes.
Colton,
What?
No.
getting
No,
a
no, 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 no.
handful.
A hand. No, not cold.
I don't think you need a whole handful for him.
I don't.
Hey, wait a minute. How does Slushy know? Huh.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Have to ask.
No, he didn't.
So I don't know. I don't Skittles, huh? Yeah. What?
No, just the idea of undefined flavor.
Yeah.
you
I
know?
think the way we described it was it was a present flavor. It was just undefined as to what it was, depending on kind of what you were thinking about. If you were thinking about pineapple, you got more pineapple. If you were thinking about tangerine, maybe you would get a little bit more tangerine. I never got them at the same time though. That's what's weird. I
Yeah.
didn't get tangerine and pineapple together. It was like, okay, I'm getting tangerine. Next time, oh, I'm getting pineapple.
And it was always after, like
Mhm.
on the exhale, and like a second later, it like boomerangs, and it's like somebody's throwing a piece of fruit at your head. You don't get it when you don't get it when you're vaping it. You get
It's
it like
like when you
after.
Like
garlic,
on the tongue.
and you get it all day, like an aftertaste of garlic.
Yeah. It's basically like that. You're just gonna be tasting that shit all day.
belching up pineapples.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I was vaping it upstairs, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this mix. I'm trying to give myself like tests and everything. Like, do I taste apple? No. Do I taste orange? No. But now I do. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like they're like, if you were to flip through like that flavor Bible, you know, and you're like reading like the different kinds of fruits, you're like, maybe that's in here. It's not like a fruit punch though. That's the weird part where you could pick up like a little bit of each. It's like, no, you just get that, but at different times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say it tasted like a certain color at any different time either. It didn't taste red. It didn't taste, you know, purple.
But for me, it was always like tropical.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And apple and grapes are not tropical.
Not at all. It's the weirdest recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
slushy didn't mix it.
If you add pineapple to the original, it gets even more tropical too.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, this is a cool recipe. I actually would like to see what other people do with it. Maybe you guys can comment on the video or whatever and tell us like if you tried it. I mean, if not, then
It's
you
for
could
flavorings.
do it or whatever. Yeah.
3 and super sweet.
Right.
Yeah, and I've heard a couple comments from people who said they hate grape, and I am one of those people who I do not mix grape vapes. I don't enjoy them. It's just too much of a linear kind of flavor for me. It's always super sweet, and I just don't really enjoy it. This ain't that. This is something else. So if you don't like grape, you might like this.
Yeah. Ooh. I wonder if like you can like add like watermelon or something like in here, or like
maybe add a tangerine and get a watermelon taste.
yeah, that would probably.
Something like that.
You'd think with 5% grape soda, you'd get at least a grape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
Doesn't happen.
No.
Weird.
So talking about things that take you from one place to another.
Yes.
What's going on with that freight, that Vape freight or whatever it's called?
Okay, so I've heard about this for about a month or so now. I didn't want to really name the company, but they just put out a post a day or two ago. The name of the company is called Vape Freight, and they've been doing business to business shipping for a while now. I don't know how long, but with all these regulations that's coming out for the UPS and DHL and FedEx and U.S. Post Office, they've decided to start offering business to consumer. Mm-hmm. And they haven't got it up and running yet, but they did put out a post a couple of days ago. Do you have that up?
Yeah.
Thanks. So basically what they're saying is that it's coming soon. I don't know how soon. I don't know when they're going to do it. I did send them an email with a couple questions about their business to consumer. Like one of the questions that I wanted, they haven't got back with me yet, but one of the questions that I asked them is, would it still be necessary for someone to be there, an adult be there to sign to get the package, or can it be just left at the address just like UPS normally would? So they haven't got back with me on that. So I'm hoping that they will. There's a couple other questions that I had for them, but if this works out, I'm not sure, but I would assume that the shipping costs might be a little more expensive than they used to be.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I would.
They don't have the scale of the other companies.
No.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't talked to them, but still, it's an interesting solution to a problem. You know, Wayne was talking just the other week about like this is the perfect time for companies to jump into the vape market. This is an example of somebody that's doing that, of a company that's doing that. You got to have deep pockets in this. I mean, just imagine all the logistics that these people are going to have to go through to be able to deliver straight to your door. I mean, that's pretty.
Maybe it takes longer. It's not only more expensive. It may take longer because they have to gather like a couple of packages to go into the same place. They are not going to send a truck just for you.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
guess.
no, they can't. I mean, it's gonna take longer. I mean, I think it's safe to say it's gonna take a hot minute to get to you.
Yeah.
Have
I mean,
any
how
of
long?
you tried or heard or known this company before this?
Nope,
No.
No, so
never heard
we
of them.
don't endorse or we don't know anything about this company and how they work. Just to be
No,
clear.
I don't. Yeah, no, we're not endorsing this company. I'm just saying that it's an interesting solution.
Yeah.
And they put it out there that if you have a question for them, to send them an email. They have their email up there on that post. So maybe you can contact them and they'll get back with you on whatever questions that you have about it. I'm hoping that if they do get this going, that companies will contact them and use them as their service. That's my big deal. I'm worried that companies don't even know that this freight service is out there. I mean,
What is weird to me is that it's just like a vape freight.
yeah,
So if you want to send something else, you cannot use them. It's not that it's a freight company where you can send vape products. It's just vape
uh,
products.
yeah. It's kind of odd that they've like narrowed their what they're going to
Yeah.
ship down to that, but I guess they saw a market for it, and I don't know.
Oh, they are in New York.
Hey, that's
Really?
Yes, the
interesting.
company is in New York.
Yes, it is.
Is
Huh?
that you, Max? Did you buy a truck, Max?
Oh,
Are you doing deliveries?
yeah. No.
Um,
The business would fail within 24 hours if I did it. If I was just driving around a truck.
Graham has a solution. Just do Uber type package delivery service.
Oh, like Uber Eats, but for vape
Yeah.
shit. But you kind of have to have the stuff locally for it to be Uber. I mean, nobody's driving to California and back to New York just to deliver you your fucking smoke mod. Your pod system.
I mean, where I live, if you contact somebody on your app, your Uber app or something to say come pick you up at your house, it's like, what the fuck? No.
Yeah,
I'm not coming out to here.
Same. Nobody, like the closest town to here, nobody's doing that shit. And that's only like 15 minutes away, but they'll do it, but you're gonna be paying about top dollar, round trip. It doesn't matter where you're going. You can go down a mile down the road, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, that's about $55."
Yeah. DeMillan says, "What makes Vape Freight think they can skirt the laws?" I don't think that they are skirting the laws.
Yeah, they're just doing the stuff other people won't sign for.
The way I understand it is that all these shipping companies can still ship vape stuff to customers. They just have to have a system in place that guarantees that it's not getting into minors' hands, which means signature, which means you have to be there, which adds to the cost of it. And I don't think that the companies are willing to do that. And I'm supposing that Vape Freight will have something like that. They should, I guess.
Right. Yeah. See, it's not the laws. They didn't really pass laws like that. They just required the company to do more, and the company was like, "We don't want to do more. We don't want to, because that's going to cost them more money to fulfill all those different things that they want them to do. They want, if requiring signatures and stuff. If it's adding to their workflow, it's costing them money. And then if they actually have to like have all these different procedures in place, that costs them money. So it didn't seem feasible for them. And how much business is FedEx and UPS losing? Really?
No, it's
Because
like 0.01%.
yeah,
I don't
because
know.
most of what they're
Yeah.
doing, most of what people get delivered is like Amazon and stuff like that. If it was stuff like that that they were losing,
And
like yeah, they
business
would
is
do
tough.
whatever.
Like papers and documents and whatever from business to business,
Yeah,
and then Amazon
Yeah.
products. That's it.
it
Vaping is
just
not
Yeah.
going to affect.
it's
I
not
mean,
worth it for them.
the U.S. mail is set up if they could make money, which I don't think they ever have made money, but they're basically set up to take your mail, stick it in a box, go to the next one. You know,
Yeah,
that's their business model, and for them to have to go to somebody's house and sign for something, that means one vehicle for that one person, or say they have 10 or 20 packages that day.
right.
That's adding to the cost much
Especially
more. But
with
if you're a
COVID.
big company like Amazon, it's like, oh yeah, we'll do that for you. But all these other little individual companies that's trying to ship straight to consumer, they're like, fuck off, you know.
Right.
Even more with COVID, having to go to door and sign me here and have that contact with a human being is going to require a different protocol for COVID for the
Yeah.
employees.
Right. Yeah, Graham actually just
Definitely.
posted what I was thinking about, like drones, but there's stuff involved with that too. If you're gonna drop a drone, it doesn't really solve the problem. The problem is that
No.
they're using the excuse that it's getting in the hands of minors. So if you're dropping a drone, it doesn't matter where you're dropping it.
Yeah.
It's more of the logistics around who it's going to. It's
I
not
could just
because
see,
they can still do it. They can still
Yeah.
it was never an issue before that they could drive it to somebody's location and drop it off at their house. They've been doing it ever since you've been able to buy this stuff online. They can do it. That doesn't really take any it's all the paperwork and all the other things involved that they don't want to do it. Changing the delivery system doesn't fix the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm interested to see what Vape Freight comes up with. You know, hopefully they can get something worked out that will at least have another companies will at least have another option, because you know internet sales is huge in
Yeah.
this industry. Huge. It's most of it. I would
It's probably
suspect.
98% of it.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that they can get something worked out, and if they respond to my email, I'll let everybody know what they say. I had a couple questions for them, so let's see how
Yeah,
it goes.
it's just like, I think a lot of like the most of these people are still trying to peddle like e-liquid and stuff like that. So, but I think, obviously the DIY area, that's what most people are worried about, is that they can't get e-liquid. Nobody here really is worried about that. They're talking about like mods and
Yeah,
hardware.
exactly.
Devices is something that you buy once in a while. You don't buy devices every week, but with liquids that you need to resupply all the time.
Yeah, people probably put an
That's a
order in
problem.
once a month.
Yeah.
Nobody's buying like for the year, because once you have it, you're gonna vape it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would say most people do it once a month, like average people. Maybe you go there, like, if you want to support your business or you want to try something new, it might be more enticing to actually go to a shop and try something new that way. But
And
other
also
than
the
that,
product is more inviting to go to a shop, to see a mod, because you want to hold it, you want to see how heavy it is, how clicky it is. With the liquid, there
Yeah.
is no point to buy it in a store.
Yeah.
Are you going to try it? No, you can't. So
no, you can't really try it.
You used to be able to,
Yeah.
well,
not anymore.
yeah, not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get that too. Like, if you want it, but I bet most people, like, they'll go into a shop to check out what they have, and then they're like, I'm gonna see if I can get that cheaper online.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
generally what I do as well, or that's what I did. Especially when I was new to vaping, is I wanted to see it, I wanted to feel it, and I wanted to see what it did, what how it clicked and all that kind of stuff. But then I'd go back home and order it online because you can get it basically half price, which is kind of shitty. And I have bought mods from local shops. I mean, I try to support them when I can, but
Me too. Yeah, I do it.
bucks is bucks.
The good thing about the physical store is when you go and you buy a battery or a mod, and you see the liquids, and you say, okay, I'm gonna have one, because you are there, you're looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's like when you buy like candies.
Yeah.
You're in whatever place in line, and you see the candies, and you pick one.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
I used to do that quite frequently when I went into a vape shop. I almost felt guilty for not buying anything, so I'd buy e-liquid, just to try it out. That's when they had a large selection of stuff. Now you walk into a vape shop and they got Candy King, they got Candy King, and they got Candy King. And it's like, no, I need a bigger variety of stuff to choose from. It's like every shop has the exact same brands, and they just don't appeal to me. Whereas years ago, you had a much wider selection.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I don't know. Like the whole, I bought stuff from them a couple of times, and actually, I think I bought more e-liquid in shop after I was mixing, because I only bought I think I vaped commercial for like a month, and then I started making my own stuff.
Oh, that's pretty quick.
Well, I just once you learn, you start clicking around and trying to see how they make stuff, and they're like, oh, it's not that hard, and then you find some resources online, then you're like, oh, I want to try and do this shit. Yeah. So, I mean, but for me, I was just it was too many options to the point where I was just I'm not gonna, I want to just vape what I want to vape. I don't know. It wasn't because it was too sweet or whatever. It was just literally too many options for me to the point where I was like, let me just narrow this down and try to learn some stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I had the other problem. I didn't have enough options. That's why I went into DIY.
Yeah, you. Right.
Yeah. I mean, you can see it from both sides.
Right.
Yeah, I was pretty lucky to have a local shop that mixed their own house juices, and they had a huge selection of stuff to choose from. Was it great? No, but it was pretty good. They had a couple good ones.
Yeah, that's what got me into mixing. Is the first place I went, I overpaid for a mod, and then they had was house juice, and they made it right in front of you through a pump, which you find out later on. You're like, oh, it should never been. They mixed it by drops in front of you, and then they put the pump of base in there, which obviously all of it's wrong, and it was all trash. And I was like, you're not even helping your business model. At least do it in the back. You're just showing me how easy it is in front of me. Of course, I'm gonna go home and figure out what the hell you're doing.
And also you had all the companies had very simple flavorings. At the beginning, it was strawberry, chocolate, cappuccino, and then I found 5 pounds, and I was like, oh shit. You can make something like this. You don't have to vape just strawberry, just orange.
Yeah.
And that blew my mind.
Well, the first thing I ever bought and vaped was peach tangerine. And it was so bad. It was so, but it tasted so good at the time.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was nectarine. I think it was tangerine and nectarine. And it was probably 5% of peach, nectarine, and then anything that added up to 20. That was probably the recipe.
Yeah. We got to make it 20%.
Yeah, but they're also kind of doing it by drop. So sometimes you might I remember I got a kiwi, and I figured out that's why I had such a bad problem with watermelon and kiwi, because it was so harsh. Because I was oh, I can't vape these. I'm what is wrong with this? And also probably because the pump, I was probably getting like, I was probably paying for like 6 milligram and they were probably giving me like 25, you know?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
now you
was a
see
nightmare.
the okay. I was checking the list of recipes we have for the assignment.
Yeah.
I
How many?
first
How
of
many
all,
do we have?
that is a lot of recipes. That's crazy, guys.
Yeah.
We need to start mixing like right now.
Yeah.
And the
sure.
variety we have with a single company, we have everything but tobaccos because they don't do tobaccos, but you find everything in that list, everything you want. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
God, that is a bunch of recipes.
Yeah, this is getting
Yes,
a little out
we
of
have
hand.
like 50 now, something like that.
And I think there's still 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, damn.
What? But think about this: 1 in 50 are your chances to win the entire Wonder Flavors line.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, those are
$1,000
not.
It's
value. That's pretty
Yeah.
good odds.
Those are really good odds.
really good.
It's like 1 in 50
50.
chances.
And some of
Yeah.
the people don't even want to be in the drawing. They just wanted to make recipes for the community, which is great.
And members have twice the chances, so they have 2 in 50 or 1 in 25, whatever you want to
Yeah,
say.
Yeah.
1 in 25. Mm-hmm. That is pretty cool.
Yeah. But we need to start mixing. I have to start mixing like now.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot.
I want to mix like 3 now, and then I still want to pick like 2 on the ass end or whatever. Because I imagine some people are taking their time and really trying to make something good,
Yeah.
or at least I hope they are. So
Yeah.
I don't want to like, snub them or whatever.
To be honest, I only saw like 1 or 2 that was like, this is like you just want to enter the competition.
Yeah, don't do
No.
that.
Yeah, that's too.
I mean, I guess you
But it
can,
was only
but
1 or 2.
don't do that.
Well, I mean, do the best that you can. I mean, if you're new to mixing, obviously, maybe you don't, maybe you've never really used Wonder Flavors all that much, So maybe you just learn how to do it, and that's fine.
Or maybe you only
Yeah.
have a little bit from them and you're trying to just throw shit at the wall, see what sticks, Some people might
maybe.
be doing that, which I understand.
For those that made the recipes with like 9.14% of flavoring and put in the description, this is for Nashef, you deserve all my hate, and I'm not going to make your recipe. And you are like living your life like in a
People
wrong
did
way.
that.
Yeah, they did.
More people should do that. I'll mix
No.
your
Yeah, they should.
recipe.
No,
Do that.
don't
Do that more.
Who was Dave? Let me find those motherfuckers.
Do it.
I'll tell you, in our private Discord for our members, they've been working really hard on these recipes. I mean, there was one guy in there that did like 5 or 6 recipes. I know we told him to just do one, and we're just going to take the first one, but he wanted to roll with it and just keep doing them, which is perfectly fine. It just, we're just only going to take one, but I mean, they've been working hard on it for weeks,
Yeah,
talking
there's no-
about how bouncing ideas off of the members and stuff, and some of them look pretty good.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with putting more stuff out there. The whole point of this is to have a whole collection. Well, there's already some, but there's more now. And all you got to do is type in that hashtag or go to the website once they're all posted. And then you can go through the ones that sound really good. If you have a whole bunch of stuff from Wonder Flavors and you want to mix some stuff, the whole point is to get recipes all Wonder Flavors. That's the whole point of the assignment, is to get a narrowed down version where a whole bunch of people can, mix whatever. If you love pies, we did a pie one. If you have a bunch of TFA stuff, we did a TFA one. Flavora.
Okay, let me talk about a disgusting person. His name is Ossi Heino, something like that. He's always in chat. I don't know how to pronounce it. The total flavoring is 11.1.
Okay.
Oh,
He said the flavor percentage is 11.1 is to spark Nashef love of complete numbers and like a smiley face. I don't know what's smiley about it, but
I think
yeah.
it's a clown.
And the
nose.
recipe looks super good. I'm sure it's fantastic recipe. I'm not going to mix it.
Do you see
I'll
Nachef's
mix
eye
it.
twitching? Do you see his eye twitching just a little bit?
Yeah,
I can
true.
see his hair falling out.
Yeah, that's happening for a while now. That's older than this.
This
But yeah.
this recipe looks really good.
I don't know. Yeah, it looks
Where-
really good.
Where's the
It
point
looks
one?
really good.
Oh, I see what he did. Okay. I like it.
It wasn't an accident.
No. It's very intentional.
Yeah.
Cool. Do more of that
Yeah.
stuff. I like seeing it. I like seeing the aftermath even more though.
You know, speaking of getting really good recipes out there for people to try, there's been a couple people that's done some of these recipes and they want to put them out there, but they've contacted us and said, I want to put my recipe out there, but just don't even put me in the drawing because they want somebody else to win. I think that's cool as hell.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Right.
One of them is
they-
a member.
Mhm.
It's fantastic. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Because he
Yeah.
already have like a lot of Wonder Flavors flavorings. He wants to give someone else a chance to win the flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sam did it too. I think and he don't
Sam
need
did it. McDucky
McDucky.
Mhm.
did it.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was
McDucky did do it. I remember him talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So more chances for the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually got to look up McDucky's recipe. I don't think I looked at it yet. Okay. So what else do we have to talk about? Is there something else?
What do we have next week, Max?
Fuck. You vote, we mix, I think.
Oh,
Yes, we do. We do.
You vote, we mix.
So,
So-
we're going to have like a poll soon. We're going
Yes,
to
we are.
soon?
Yeah. So we have a large list of profiles that over the last couple of years or over the last year, people have sent in for us to try to make. So we're going to take those and kind of pare it down to maybe 4 recipes or 4 profiles.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And then we'll put out a poll probably like, I don't know, next Tuesday or something.
Yep.
We'll post it on our Facebook group,
Instagram.
Instagram,
Website.
everywhere. It'll be on our website too, and you can go there
OnlyFans.
and vote for which profile you want us to mix next Thursday. And then I think during the live show, right at the beginning, we'll probably, if people want to vote, that's in the chat that haven't voted yet, we'll probably give them a chance to do that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
if you want to submit your profile, something you want us to develop a recipe, leave a comment in this video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll check it.
Don't do it on Instagram. Don't do it on anything like that because it's too many different places to try to check and find it. Put it in the comments of this video, and that seems to be the best way to get them all added to the list and everything.
believe it or not, we actually do look at all the comments in all of our YouTube videos.
Yeah.
We may
Yeah,
not
I reply to
respond
most
back
of
to
them.
all of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good place to post it.
Oh my
And then,
Are you okay, buddy?
no!
oh, you got choked.
Jesus Christ! Whew.
Do we have an
God
episode
damn.
next week? No, right?
No.
The following.
No, we don't. But we do have a Q&A on Tuesday for our platinum
Oh.
members. Yeah, we sure do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Talking about the
So-
cookie, the fried. Volker, you handle it.
The fried ice cream recipe. So the fried ice cream recipe is our recipe of the month of March, and everybody that is a platinum member gets that recipe and a new recipe every month. That's a private recipe that we've been working on in the background. So that's just kind of a little perk that we give our platinum members every month, along with some other stuff. So yeah, we'll be talking about that on the Q&A, and a lot of other stuff. I mean,
If
we
they
never really know
subscribe,
what's
like,
going to happen in those shows. Sometimes it
Yeah.
gets kind of crazy.
if they get the membership now, do we send them the recipe of this month, right?
If anytime you sign up this month as a platinum member, you will get the fried ice cream recipe.
Right.
And the following
next month is going to be something different.
Oh, let me tell you about next month. It's gonna get your dicks hard. Next month is a great recipe.
Viagra recipe.
Yeah, this not to sell this recipe short, but that one's sign up for both. You know. Yeah, why not?
Sign up this month. You get the fried ice cream, and you automatically get the other one that's coming out.
Yeah.
So wait. I shouldn't say this, but if they get the membership now that is 25, and they keep being a member till the 25 of next month, and then like stop being a member, they get two recipes.
They get two recipes.
Well,
Don't do that. Don't be a piece of shit. But
no, you gotta pay for each. So you have to pay on the 25th of next. Yeah.
No. We send out those recipes at the first of the month. So if they're a platinum member on day 1 of the month, they get that recipe. So
well, that's not the way it should work.
You can play the system. You can play the system.
Why the fuck did you guys say that?
I don't know. It's what I would do.
These are terrible odds.
Well, delete this part. It's not this edited.
No.
You're not going to
No.
Okay.
No.
Fuck.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys? I got bills to pay. You know?
Medical bills.
Paul Messer, can you send me an email or something or a message? And if you didn't get that recipe, send me a message and I'll get that recipe to you. I think he's a member, right?
Send us an email. If you are, you got the email. You might not. I'm not saying you got the email for the recipe, but send us an email because you have our email now.
The email is contact.
Yeah, go ahead.
The email is contact@developdiy.com. So just send me a message.
Is 1,
yeah,
2, 3.
Not available.
No, because we send the newsletter at the beginning of the month. So if they subscribe later, we usually send them the email. If you didn't get it, check spam or contact us.
Yeah.
What's up, Frank?
Let me tell you something, Folkart. You sent me something in the mail.
Yes, I did.
You are a thorough motherfucker. The way that every time you send me like a bottle of something, it is ridiculous. Like the package is always gigantic.
I know.
But then you put bubble wrap and then you put it like in a bag and then you tape the fuck out of the bag. I don't know if you're trying to kill me. I'm thinking there's like anthrax or something in here. That thing's got more secrets than Area 51 inside. I don't know what the hell is in there.
You should be glad that I don't double box it, because most packages I send out I double box. See, I'm so used to wrapping pottery up to be shipped somewhere.
Oh, right.
So I do that. I package everything like that, but I also put pottery in another box, so it's double boxed. I've never had a piece broken, ever. I've never had an e-liquid leak out.
Well,
or a flavoring.
Yeah, I could see why you wouldn't have that issue.
Max, I don't know you, but when I was in Miami, he kindly sent me some liquids because I was like super poor. I got like a box this big.
Yeah.
I was like, what did he send me?
A crowbar. Like, what the fuck is inside?
And then the bottles in the middle. All like bubble and foam and everything. Yeah.
See, I have loads and loads of bubble wrap for my pottery business. So I use that shit, man. I mean,
I thought there was going to be like an ear or a hand inside. I thought it was going to be on dry ice.
I don't know if you ever did this when you were in school, but when I went to school, I think it was about the 4th grade or 5th grade, something like that. In our science class, they had a thing where they wanted you to build something that you could put an egg in and drop it off the top of a building, and the egg wouldn't bust. You ever tried to do that?
Yeah, I have a story. Yes, I did the same thing.
So basically, that's what I did with my egg. Was I put it in bubble wrap in a box, and hey, man, it was fine.
I did do that. I did it. I think it was in like elementary school, and I did do that. And we worked as a team. They had us on a group to do it, and I don't remember who went to do it, but we like made it like really fucking well. We had like styrofoam and all this other stuff, like layers and everything. We broke the egg before we put it in there. It rolled off the table, and then we got disqualified. They wouldn't give us another egg. It literally rolled off the table. We just started laughing, and I was like, "We need another egg," and they're like, "No, you lose now." They're like, "You're supposed to take care of the egg." It's so weird that you said that, and I immediately thought about the time that we had to... I feel like we could have won. Damn.
Hey, Frank from Wonder Flavors is in chat, so show him some love for making this challenge possible. He's the best.
Yes. Thank you so much, Frank. This is an awesome thing that you're offering everybody. I mean, it's a big chunk of change. Flavors. Yeah. It's I think it's 201 flavors, something like that.
Something like that. Yes. 30 ml.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no cheap ass 10 mils. These are 30 mils.
No.
And these are,
and you get the purple tape.
You get the purple tape, and let me tell you something. Like, Frank would win that competition hands down with the egg, because that box is so secure. Yeah. Like, dude, I got mine. It was wrapped in purple tape all around it. Yeah. And then they had purple tape on the bottles. And there was, I don't know if this one had bubble wrap, but I feel like before it used to come in like a bag, like an insulated bag, and then there was then there were like packing peanuts inside. Nothing is gonna go wrong with your package, but I don't know what this is gonna look like, because this is gonna be a big box. So,
I got a similar box from Wonder Flavors, and it was perfect.
Yeah,
it was like pristine, you know.
And that's saying something. Getting to Argentina.
Oh yeah. Can I say something to David Diaz Britos? I think he's from Uruguay. He's asking he's telling that he doesn't mix too much, if it is convenient to him to get the platinum membership or the premium one. The premium membership is more like to support the show. Mm-hmm. You get access to the Discord group, which is huge, because you can ask questions there. There is like an awesome community in that Discord group.
Yeah.
And you also get the episodes in advance, and you get like these perks, like the double the chances to win in this competition. We do some other giveaways. Mm-hmm. The platinum is more if you want the exclusive recipes and the Q&A and all of that. Yeah.
Also, with the premium membership, if we do extended versions of the episodes, you get to see that too,
and you get them all early.
Yeah,
you get every episode like a week or two early, right? Is it 2 weeks?
About
technically? A week early.
No, it's a week.
A week early. Yeah.
Yeah. So if there's a particular flavor that we use to create a recipe, and say that recipe gets pretty popular and everybody starts buying that flavor when the episode comes out, you got a week jump on everybody, because sometimes when Wayne puts out a recipe with some flavoring in it, you go to Bull City Flavor, that flavor's gone,
right?
Because everybody's buying it. So this kind of helps you kind of stay ahead of the curve a little bit.
And let me tell you, that happened with the Flavora Sweetness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We try to pack as much stuff to make it worth it. I don't think $3 is anything really. Like, if you want to support the show, $3. It's not like we're making tons of money off of it. There's 3 of us, and we don't even get a full $1. You know what I mean?
True.
So
True.
it really
but it
just
helps a
helps
lot.
pay for the show. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
The show, it helps the show run more smoothly. We buy all our own stuff, but there's a lot of fees that happen with with running the show. It's not just, you know.
We have max medical bills to pay, all the
Oh,
accidents that happen. What
He's
makes it-
gonna have to quit getting hit by those trees, man.
Dude, you guys aren't paying those bills because I'm not paying those bills.
The other day you almost choked with a cap from a bottle.
Twice.
That was-
That happened twice in one recording.
Every time when we mix, and we're adding to the bottle, he'll take this and he'll put it in his teeth and jerk it out.
Nashef does that. That was the first time
like
I ever
this.
tried it.
Look. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
I don't do that. I tried it
Hey.
because I was like, I don't want to use, because sometimes when I use like the pliers, it just goes flying, and it still did, but it went flying into the back of my throat, and I almost died during the recording.
I think that part is in the episode that you hated. How I did
You
the-
are such a sensitive little bitch. I didn't say I hated it. I
You
didn't
said-
say anything negative
you
about
said
it.
that episode is shit.
I
did
didn't
you
say that.
did it again? Yes.
I didn't. No. You heard things different.
They are mean to me, guys. Chat.
Are you talking about the
So you
episode
know.
that's coming out like in 2 weeks?
Yeah,
Yes,
he.
that one.
Yeah,
A
the
week
one
and a
he's
half?
been really like
Yeah.
losing sleep over.
Yeah, that one that
Yeah.
took like just 30 minutes to make. So
Yeah.
Mike, I'm saying, that's
yeah,
shit.
right.
I started. You asked me my opinion, and I started off by saying, "What do you care? I don't edit." And then you were like, "But I
No.
want to know." And then you're like, "My feelings are hurt."
No. You said okay. Okay. Why? I asked you. Did you watch the episode? And you said, "Yeah. Why did you do this, and this? You should have done this. And
No,
you're a
no,
piece
no,
of
no, no.
shit, you fucking immigrant."
You
but
you
I
heard
don't edit,
everything.
so, but you know what? I don't edit, so whatever.
Okay,
But-
that's not how it went down at all. I started
Yeah,
off
guys,
by saying
trust
it
me.
was a.
Guys,
I said it was a
trust
good
me.
edit,
Yeah.
and I reserved saying, "Oh, I wasn't patting you on the cock and saying, hey, oh man, that was a great episode you did." No, I said that was a good edit, but you put a little too much sauce on it. That's all I said.
Yeah.
And then you were like, "Oh man, but I like my sauce on my episode." And then you were like,
I like my sauce.
"Yeah,
That's what I said.
yeah." You got all offended because I was just giving you a little bit of my opinion that you asked for.
And then, okay, guys, this is a talk between you and I. Then I made like a graphic for something that we are going to make, and he said, "No, that's wrong. Let me do it." And he did it all over again.
Yeah.
You did.
He
that?
did. He did do that. He did do that.
Okay, maybe I did that a little bit.
Who is micromanaging the show? Who is micromanaging the show now?
You!
No.
Yeah! Oh, man. I know that nobody's going to believe it, so it's okay. Your little Argentinian lies over
They know
there.
you. They know you.
Yeah, they
How
know
you
me.
treat immigrants working for you.
What?
It is what it is.
Bogart.
No,
Buddy.
Don't involve Fokar.
No, hey, man, I'm out of this.
Dude, we got to
do know
stick
this much.
together.
I do know this much. Notchef really dislikes the fact that you're learning how to use Photoshop.
No
Really?
shit. You can tell.
I hate, and I don't have a problem saying it. I hate that you got better than me in Photoshop.
And
Because
Illustrator.
It felt special.
And Illustrator.
No, I don't know, but in Photoshop. Yeah.
You can always be better at video editing. You know what? Fine.
Okay. I have to be better in everything.
You weren't ever good at Photoshop.
That's true. That's true.
No.
That's true. I'm a mess.
You
Yeah.
tried to learn. You learned destructive editing, and then you're like, you got halfway through it.
Oh, that was.
Oh
funny.
man, we're dropping frames. We got a boogie. Um.
Okay.
All right. So next week, interactive mixing. The week after
No.
that.
No. Next week, you vote, we mix.
That's right. That is correct. You vote, we mix. We're gonna have a poll out. You're gonna vote on it. We're gonna post it to Facebook, the website. I think they all go right to the website though. So if you're gonna actually vote,
Yeah. It sends you to the website and vote on the website.
right. But you'll see the post everywhere.
Yeah.
And then the week after we got another episode. That is a good episode. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's finished. Other than that, you can
Q&A on Tuesday.
Q&A. Yeah, I knew there was another thing. Fuck. You got the Q&A. You're going to be talking about the fried ice cream. Bring your questions. Anything else you want to know. We usually talk about people's recipes and all that jazz. Go to developdiy.com. You can check out the latest posts, the latest recipes. You can check out the shows that we do. You want to talk to me about? We already talked about the membership. Not Chef already talked about it. You can get a premium, you can get a platinum, support the show. You get a little bit more.
Maybe I
platinum.
did it wrong, so do it again. I don't know if you liked how I did it. So.
God damn, you're sensitive. You can check out the crafted line over at chefsflavors.co.uk. We got 8 of them over there. They're doing pretty good.
You're doing.
Thank you everybody. Thank you everybody who leaves these comments. It's great to see. So thank you. We tried to do a little bit of everything for both of our lines. We got the diner line over at Flavored Jungle.
Can I just mention about the diner line? We hope to have a new addition to that line in the next little while. So be looking out for that.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Because if you're ever thinking about placing an order and you want to get a one shot, you want to support Developed even further, then keep your peepers open. I think. Yeah, we'll get our peepers open on the Q&A. So all right, now Chef, do you want the last word?
No, because I'm going to do run. No, you do it. You run the show. You do it.
He's fucking insufferable. You're the hardest person to deal with sometimes.
You love me.
Not at all. All right. Thank you guys, everybody, for watching the show. Enjoy the music, and we will see you next week.